trust when you think that you lost. Oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it.
Hello everyone, welcome you all on Crown Jewel Circle official website and YouTube channel. Friends, today I am going to share information about RoyalQ and Crown Jewel Circle because Crown Jewel Circle is a strategy which is there in RoyalQ. The only purpose to having a strategy is to having a best possible utilization of your capital. So as you can see in our mission statement, our mission is to manage floating loss and maximize the use of USDT allocation. So you must get the idea because nowadays we are facing issues. We are facing issues in our RoyalQ bot. Like there are n number of circle masters having their strategy, but very rare or I did not see any person who talk about the floating loss because if market is experiencing 50-60% correction or dip, your floating loss is going to take around 50 or 60% there. And here in Crown Jewel Circle, you will see your maximum floating loss reaches if your complete capital allocation has been done properly. It is going to be at 12%. So I'll show you the how it is going to work. But here is a main key or what we can say in nutshell. There is a use of your USDT allocation in a proper way and this is going to utilize your capital in the maximum how we can utilize it, and in that process we focused on that area which is a floating loss that has to be a minimum, as you rightly see in the site www.crownjewelcircle.com, and I can just go through you over here. So as you see here, our mission statement shown here, a vision statement to support the RoyalQ community on all available trading exchanges by providing a strategy to benefit from the market volatility. Our intent is very clear to support our community, and our core value is a system simple yet sufficient to empower multitude. Those are the core features of RoyalQ, and here is a key ingredient or what you can say that it's a key thing in Crown Jewel Circle. Objective, as you can see, I am just highlighting maximize use of capital and manage your floating loss. This is the reason why this strategy is going to work out for you. And as you see, our strategy is capable of keeping floating loss at 12% even when the market experiences a 60% dip. We maintain our strategy fees at 1% in all three exchanges. You know, in RoyalQ, there are uh, supported crypto exchanges, which is one is a Binance, is the world number one crypto exchange, and earlier it was a Huobi Global, and recently it added a Coinbase Pro, which is a second largest crypto exchange in the world. So three world renowned crypto exchanges are there, and there is a 1% fees on all the exchanges. There is no other extra or hidden part of it. Like it's a 1% strategy fees we are going to take to Crown Jewel Circle. As you rightly see here, it is Crown Jewel Circle ID 3447 QR code you can see. Here is a bit of explanation about how it is working, how your capital being used. So here I'll just emphasize one word, which is a proper understanding of allocation of your USDT or capital, right? So as you see here, it's a 195 USDT trading capital. If you have capital of 195, your bot or your RoyalQ is going to cover 6 margin call with 20% market dip. As we go ahead with the $300, $300 capital will cover your 8 margin calls with 30% market dip. $450, it is going to cover 10 margin calls and 40% market dip. $750 USDT, which is going to cover 12 margin calls and 50%, and $1050, $1,050 going to cover 13 margin call and 55% market dip. and $1,500, which is going to cover 14 margin call, 14 and 60% market dip. You know why the allocation and the comparison about or relative what you can say the margin dip is going to explain to you, and the number of margin call is going to cover, because this is the complete mathematics behind it, complete algorithm or complete formula numbers are there. Because if we talk about bot having such behavior, we can talk about it is going to buy a low and sell high. But it is going to be clear through this when we see here the myth about it, the bot buy low and sell high, but nothing like that. Because if bot is going to buy at a certain point, that means it is the lowest point of it, but that doesn't mean it's a true, because market may take a certain level dip also. So bot having a behavior which means it perform a buy activity, or what you can say that it have a mathematical formula are there. When it check the number of calls and the percentage which is going to be taken by market percentage dip, like 5%, 8%, 10%, 12%. So it is already taken a 5%, then 8%, then 10%. That means did not take a uh, mm, the call which we can consider it is the lowest point of it, because after 5 to it is coming to 8, it is coming to 10, it is coming to 12. That means it can go further up to 50, 60 or 70%. And that means we must have the capacity, or we must have the ability to utilize our capital. If I have $1,000, just assuming it, and market getting a dip of 5%, I am going to, or bot is going to invest all the capital is there. And certainly market get into dip around 10% or 20%. My capital is going to stuck. And that duration, I'll be seeing my floating loss is 20% or 30%. And here is a magic in Crown Jewel Circle. When it is going to utilize your complete capital, that means if you have allocated one cryptocurrency with 1500 USDT, your floating loss will be 12%. As just rightly mentioned here, as you can see, our strategy is capable to keeping floating loss 12% even when the market experience 60% dip. So as just I have explained about that how the capital and the market dip and the number of margin calls will be covered. It is pretty much clear. And on top of it, if we think of it, what is going to work in a capital which is like $100, $200, it is okay to have that capital. But the thing is that if market experiencing a more dip, whatever capital you have parked, definitely you have to wait. And our reason is to sharing this information. If you have a proper understanding that how much or how at what extent market can experience a dip, and how that bot is going to create a significant result for you, that's the only can happen when you are going to allocate a proper USDT capital in your Binance or Huobi or in any crypto exchange, and then you are working with a bot having a sufficient margin like 1500 or more than that, then it perform really well. So I would like to request you all to visit Crown Jewel Circle official website. There you will find more information about the strategy as well as the basic things about the cryptocurrency. As I just rightly click on the blog, so there you will find more information regularly basis. And I would recommend just go through it at once, and you will find really valuable solutions. So that's for it. Thank you.